everyone, welcome back to the Beginners Playlist. This playlist is a triage list from various tutorials on YouTube that are truly easy for beginners like me and maybe you. So today we're painting tiny paintings, zero pressure. In this watercolor mini set, we will start super easy and work gently up to slightly more detailed miniatures, all on small 3x3 paper. Perfect for beginners or anyone wanting a quick creative boost. So grab your favorite brush and let's paint small and simple together. So we're starting out with two super simple, easy pictures from your video list. You can't get much easier than this other than the wash. But they're very, very easy. And basically you do a wash on the background of both and then come back in and put the tree in the mountain. The only thing I did different from them is she used white wash for the moon. And you know me, I like my Posca markers. So I used white. And I actually like it because I only put on one coat and gave it a little bit of a gray tint, which I like because the moon has a gray tint to it. So those are both really easy. And I do want to take a couple minutes just to talk about this one in particular. So all of mine today were done on Arches cold press paper, which you know is one of the creme de la creme of papers. But I wanted to show you what I started with today. A couple things. So this is not even cotton paper, but I just want to show you the difference in a wash. What a wash should look like and what a wash on really cheap paper that's not cotton looks like. Same technique, just really bad. So we're starting with good, bad, and ugly. And I wasn't sure if I wanted to show you this one because this is my favorite generic paper and it's still out of stock at Amazon. When it comes back in stock, I will let you know. But for inexpensive paper, I think it did an okay job. Obviously, it doesn't match anything near what Arches does, but it wasn't awful. That's my criteria, but it isn't horrible, is my criteria. So this is one time if you're going to do a couple of these that have washes in the background, I would encourage you to get yourself a little bit better paper so the washes do really nice like that. I even had one of the in-house art critics say, wow, that background is really pretty on this particular one. One more thing on this one I wanted to tell you, he uses in the video a special brush to do this kind of stipple looking effect here. And I wasn't going to go out and buy a special brush just to do that. So I looked at what I had and I took one of these. This is what I use for my masking fluid. You get like 30 brushes for $5.99 on Amazon. I did it because it has such a blunt tip here. And then I decided I have a little old bag of no laugh, makeup brushes from long ago that every once in a while I pull something out to touch up paint or whatever. I thought, let's try that. So what I did is I took these two and this sample, before I did the tree, this is a sample. It gave it very put together, not the striated stuff I was looking for. But this little Eco Tools brush, if you have just a makeup brush around that you don't mind getting wet, the watercolors, you can tell, washed out of it, looks like it did before I started. That's what I used. I practiced on here and it gave me a little bit more of that stippled effect. And so this is the brush that I use for this tree. So as I'm always telling you, be creative, think outside the box. You can do that when you're not professionals like me. You can recommend maybe using makeup tools to do your stipple tree, but I thought it turned out just how I wanted it to turn out. And it's pretty close to what his and the thing is. Both of these I wanted to show you here. One person I was watching videos of recommended that she used some De La Rowney watercolor paint, the Aquafine. And when I ordered this the 28th, 5 days ago, it was $13.99. So when I looked yesterday as I was getting ready to plan the videos here, it was up to $18.90, $95, $96, something like that. So a 50% jump. So I double checked it today just for fun, and it came up at $16.90 something. So when it was $13.90 something, it was a really nice little paint set for not a lot of money. And even 16 isn't bad. So again, I used these paints right here to make this and the other one. So it has two extra little wells. So in this one, I mixed some of the green with some of the yellow to make it more the blended that would gradiate down to here, which I liked. And then on the other one, I blended some of the red with the yellow to kind of come up with this orange over here. So I like these two little wells. They're not enough for me, but as a little travel set, if you want to use it as that, I thought it worked just great. So, on mine, I don't get commissions from anybody. So, if I like something, I tell you, they're just my opinions. And if I don't like something, I'll tell you that too. But this was really a nice little set for under $20. I liked it better under 14, but um, under that. I did use this brush to do everything except the washes. The washes, I used a bigger brush to wet it down first, but then I used this brush to put on the colors to do the washes too. So it's a nice little brush. It has a nice point on it, and I like this set. Next up, next up from one of your videos, and there are two on this video. I just did one of them. It's Ellen Crimmy Trent, and she's one of my favorites. And every Monday she has miniatures. So if you like the idea of miniatures, just go to her site. The link for this particular video will be on the video list, but go there and just look for her minis. I had a hard time just picking this one that had two of them to do because they were really quite fun. So she has a lot of landscapes. She has a lot of florals. She has a nice mix of everything. So again, has a little more detail on it, but she walks you through it and it was really easy. Hers looks much better than mine, but I thought it was a cute little painting. Next up is this again on the list of videos. Very, very simple. Again, it has a little bit of a wash in the background. So the wash is the hardest thing, but otherwise, she just talked you through every step on it. And I liked it because if you remember when we were learning about masking fluid, that's what this reminded me of. And I showed you the example I did there. However, what's different is I had used masking fluid to do my flowers. She actually uses white gouache. And they're not quite as white as the paper would be, but again, a very simple video and fun to do. So along that note, and because I said I showed you this one, it reminded me, I thought, well, let's try that one again. So I did this one again, and this is actually the real-time painting for this week. It is super simple. Again, I'm masking fluid out the flowers, let that dry, painted the wash behind it. I'll be honest, I like this wash better, a little bit more extreme in the gradient so that you had a little bit more variation. I wanted pastel, but this kind of washed out when I did that. But the other thing I wouldn't do is I have too many, if you notice, too many of the stems ending right across there. Whereas in this one before, I had a lot of gradients on there. But again, real-time painting, fun, super easy if you're a beginner. You can do this even if the wash doesn't turn out, how we want a wash to turn out. It's really easy. You can just do the flower part of it. And the last one on your video list is Emma Jane, and she's one of my other favorites that I like a lot of her stuff because she does a lot of beginner stuff. She does a whole sheet full of flowers, and I like tulips. So I happened to pick her tulip one and do it as a miniature instead of on a sheet. And it's okay. I tried putting it a little bit darker here and it's too dark. I didn't like it when it was done, but the flowers came out fairly decent. A little bit of water, I'll tell you right now, a little bit of water control issue. I don't know if you can see it on camera, just a little bit at the top. And I actually did have a line coming down here to show this petal, but as it dried on the arches, because arches, I should have blow dried it, but I didn't. Arches will keep blending for quite a while. Same thing here. This came down further and didn't get mixed, but a fun sheet of flowers that are very easy to do. And I like to throw in from my buddies at AI. I asked for 4 simple outlines that I could do as watercolor minis on the 3x3 paper, and this is what AI gave to me. So as usual, I'll put this on our community board. You're free to download it and trace. I traced this one and this one on my light pad, and I will show you them here. Very simple. I mean, you can't get much simpler than the butterfly here. The reason it looks multicolored, other than yellow, is because I used one of my Daniel Smith granulating paints here, and I believe this is the under the sea one. I don't have my chart here right away, but I like it because it settles into a little bit of green, a little bit of turquoise, and then I just use some sepia and some, I think it was desert brown, to do the body of the butterfly. But I thought it turned out cute. You know, this will make a cute gift tag too. And then my mountain one, I wasn't as happy. I was trying to make a snowy road up into the mountains, and it's okay. Um, I like the simplicity and the colors in this one better, but it's okay. So again, these will be out on the community board for free to download the pictures. It comes on one sheet, so download and trace it. Okay, so let's go through the video list. We'll go quickly because I showed you the pictures from all of them. The first one was this one, as well as the mountain, and those are by Earl's Art. Very simple, easy to do. The next one up was the little house that I showed you, that's Ellen Crummy Trent's. The next one on there, Summerfields, is that picture of the daisies, whatever you want, the white flowers against the field. And we talked about that. And the last one up is Emma Jane's Page Flowers. So I hope you had as much fun listening to this, but as well as doing the painting. And like I said, the little one, with the white flowers is on real-time painting. And again, it's so easy, beginners can do it. See, minis are the best way to practice without feeling overwhelmed. You get a sense of accomplishment in a shorter amount of time. So if you enjoyed these paintings, these tiny watercolor pieces, let me know which one was your favorite. And remember, small paintings still count as real art. And as always, let's close with YaYa's Irish blessing. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May your heart be light, your colors bright, and may you find joy and peace in the beauty that you create. Until next time, bye.